Welcome, everyone, to Signature Move. I'm Bobby.
And I'm Alex.
And we're going to have a bonus episode this week. We're
Yes.
going to talk about the Mae Young Classic.
Yes.
Because it is awesome. It's come back again. It's the all-women tournament that they're having on the WWE Network. Mm-hmm. And it's going to end with the winner being at the WWE pay-per-view, all-women's pay-per-view, Evolution. So we wanted to get right in it. They had their first episode this week, and we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see the Mae Young Classic come back. I thoroughly enjoyed it when they did it last year. I thought that it showcased a lot of women wrestlers. Not all of them got signed with the WWE at the end of it, but that's okay, because as long as they have some forward momentum going in with their career, this propels women's wrestling to being a bigger deal than it currently is. So I'm really, really excited to see this. Now I know a little bit more about women that are in the indie feds, so I'm looking forward to seeing some people that now I have more awareness about that I didn't have last year.
Yep. And I think it's a great thing for women in general.
Yes.
And it's something that is just a positive thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's great.
Yeah.
And I think that I looked at the field, and it looks like a more interesting field than last year.
I think so, too.
Yeah. So without further ado, we're going to get right on it. Once again, if you've never seen us before, we're Signature Move. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Please like, share, and subscribe, and comment on all of those things, because we are just starting out, so we need all the help we can get. So please like, share, and subscribe. And all right, let's get into it. Mm-hmm. Oh, and you can find us on the CastBox app as well if you want to download and listen to us there.
Yes, that's for just listening to us in your car or whatnot.
Yep. So it opened with Tegan Knox versus Satara. So Satara was a luchador kind of masked wrestler.
Yeah, she was a Chilean wrestler that I had never heard of before. I'm sorry, but I had not. Tegan Knox, I had heard a little bit of buzz about. She's from the UK. In England, and I'd heard that she had, as they put it, the shiniest wizard in all of the professional wrestling world. So, I'm very excited also at the announcers of Beth Phoenix and Renee Young.
Yep, that was cool.
Not very excited about Michael Cole. What happened to Mauro Ranallo? Mauro did it last year, and he is a great announcer. So, I don't know why they changed to Michael Cole, of all people.
Yeah, that's not the best. That doesn't really excite me.
No.
So Tegan, solid match. They were really putting over Tegan Knox as like, oh, this is going to be the next, like, the show stealer. She's going to win it all. Like, man, they're already putting this girl to win the whole thing. Yeah. Because they were putting her over.
They were really, crazy. The announcers were really like, oh, yeah, she's going to be the next star in professional wrestling, boy. And to be honest, she was really good.
She was solid.
I thought that her moves were all very sharp.
Yes. She was very clean. Mm-hmm. It was just a decent match. Satara was okay. She showed she had some striking power.
Yeah.
But overall, it was definitely Tegan, I think, making the match just very clean. Like you said, I didn't see anything that made me go rah-rah for her as much as some of the other girls.
Her finishing move was good.
It was okay. I didn't think it was the shiniest of wizards.
Yeah, it's hard.
Which they kept
hard
saying.
To compete with Adam Cole, Bay.
Or the Great Muta, the man who invented that move.
Yeah. But there was some good moments in there. There was a really good crossbody off the top that Tegan Knox did. Also, Satara did a Meteora in the corner. Is there something that I'm missing? Is Meteora now becoming like a really regular move? Everybody's doing the Meteora now.
Everyone.
Yeah.
And before, double knees was like a really rare thing.
Yeah, now everybody does the double knees. They're just knee crazy now.
Everybody wants to be CN. That's what it is.
Maybe that's it.
Or actually, Sasha was doing it probably even before that.
Sasha was doing it before that, yeah.
So everybody wants to be her because she's great. So, solid match, but Tegan went over with the Shining Wizard and gets the win.
Yep.
So, exciting stuff to open the card. Then we had probably my favorite match, I think, of the night.
It was a really good match.
I think it stole the show.
I like the last
one. Was Riya Ripley versus MJ Jenkins.
Yep. Riya Ripley's from Australia, and
Aussie.
And MJ Jenkins representing Brooklyn, New York.
Yep. So, Riya Ripley was, if for people you don't know, she was in last year's Mae Young Classic. Mm-hmm. She was more thinner and did like some drop kicks, but she was also tall. Her wrestling style. But man, she bulked up for this year's Mae Young.
She is bigger and badder than ever.
And looks BA.
Oh,
man.
Yeah. I really loved her look, and I loved her music, too. When she came out, it was a chick singing some thrashcore metal. I was like, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
in general, she looked the part. She looks like a superstar.
Oh, totally.
And she came in, and I'll give it to this girl, MJ Jenkins. I didn't think much of her to start, but she did a lot of good stuff in this match, too.
Yeah, she did a springboard dropkick that was really, really strong.
Oh, yeah. She was a strong competitor.
Yep.
Rhea Ripley hit a dropkick on her while she was on the hardest part of the ring. And the apron, and kicked her right off of it, and it looked mean.
Yeah.
That looked like a mean drop kick, but it looked awesome.
Yeah.
Rhea looked awesome. She was all punked out, all these spikes, all these piercings. She just looked
Yeah, she
badass.
looked no nonsense. She looked badass. This is the only thing that bothered me about the announcing. Again, they made a point in the little promo beforehand to compare Rhea to Charlotte because she looks a little bit like Charlotte.
Oh,
And then they just kept on bringing it up, like, she looks like Charlotte. She wants to compete with Charlotte. Charlotte, blah, 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 blah. This is why I don't like you, Michael Cole, because you do stuff like that.
Yeah, and the worst part is, I think at one point they said, like, oh, she doesn't want to be compared with her.
Yes.
Then why are you
bringing it up all the time?
And so then I think they said one of the fans of that, or at least that MJ was a fan of, was The Miz. And, no, it was Rhea.
Oh, it was Rhea.
Rhea was a fan
Rhea
of The Miz. And that she was a huge fan of him. And Renee had a comment where she's like, yeah, but we're not going to tell The Miz that.
I like that.
Because he's already got an inflated ego.
His ego is just so crazy anyway. Yeah, I like that because really, Renee Young kind of has a beef with The Miz, seemingly. A little bit in her character.
And I thought Renee was great. I thought the girls were great.
Yeah.
And I will admit, you were probably right. Michael Cole was doing some terrible,
obnoxious.
some terrible commentary.
Yeah.
So overall, great match, hard-hitting, high-flying stuff. In the end, Rhea wins with a pump handle power bomb.
Yeah.
That looked great. And she hit it kind of out of nowhere. Usually the pump handle, there's a lot of setup.
No, it was fast.
Oh, yeah. Like, I think a Road Dogg used to do one, and it was very slow.
His was very slow and sloppy, and he just kind of, like, laid the other guy out instead of, like, power.
Because I think the Road Dogg was never figuring he was ever going to have to do a finisher.
Probably.
Because he was always part of the DX
He was just the hype man,
and he
really.
just was like, I did the punches with the dance. I'm like, wait, I got... And then Billy Gunn hits the finisher. Oh, I got to finish him. Well, I'll come up with this weird-ass finisher. But she did it, looked great.
Yeah,
and
Rhea Ripley for the
won,
win.
And, man, regardless of if she wins the tournament or not, I can tell you right now, that girl is... star.
I was really surprised last year when she did not get signed with the WWE. I would be extremely surprised this year if she didn't get signed.
She's ready now.
She's ready to go.
Yeah, ready to go. She looked great. So then we had, next up was Vanessa Craven versus Lacey Lane. Now, I have mixed feelings about this match. Because, all right, so Vanessa Craven came in. She's usually called The Mountain.
Which is a great name.
Yeah.
My God, this woman is what, 6'2"? 6'3"?
She's huge.
She's huge.
Came in there.
But rather slender, I must say.
Yeah, and just in general...
she's not like Nia Jax, who's really big and really bulky, too. She was like, okay,
lean and mean.
Yeah.
And she came in, did a lot of moves, some great chops, like her character work. Her promo video before the match, because almost every girl gets a promo video to kind of introduce themselves.
Yeah, which
hers
I like.
was great. And then it set up this Lacey Lane, who I thought was okay. Like, I thought her promo skill was okay, everything.
Yeah,
leading
her
up.
promo didn't
And
interest me at
honestly,
all.
when I first saw it, I'm like, oh, the Mountain's winning this match. It's not even a question. But then they made the announcement that Lacey Lane had just signed a contract with the WWE.
Yeah.
And they were really building her up. I'm like, oh man, I think she's gonna win this match.
Yeah, as soon as they mentioned, Lacey Lane has a contract already, I was just like, why would you announce that? Yeah. Because, like, part of the funness of the tournament is at the end of it, the winner gets a contract and gets a match to the NXT champion.
Yeah.
So why would you just be like, oh, well, before this thing even happened, we totally signed this chick? It's like, well, then obviously she's going to win. Why would you telegraph that?
Yep. And so it really took the steam out of this match.
Me too.
It really did, because you knew
who was going to win.
And it kind of upset me because I thought Vanessa Craven did a better job.
I thought Vanessa did. I I think they both did a good job. It just put a sour taste in my mouth for Lacey.
Yeah, and like they're trying to treat her as the underdog, and like when you have something like that, I'm like, oh no, she's the overdog. And I have a feeling that's what they're going with this story, that she's going to be this underdog throughout the tournament.
Yeah.
Who I'm going to kind of be rooting against because she feels like the overdog because she has it's like Roman Reigns.
Like Roman.
She's like a girl Roman where they're like, oh, we're not pushing her. When really they are.
We don't want a girl Roman. That would be bad. No, but I liked her. I gotta say, I liked her evasion skills. She started off this match really fast because Vanessa Craven was just coming at her with offense, and she just evaded. Reminded me a little bit of like Finn Balor style.
Yeah, see, but the problem is I think that it was the evasion stuff was being sold because Craven was selling it really well. I think it was all Craven in this. I really do. I feel like Lacey was not doing. I felt Craven was, purposely being slower than she normally could be to set those up.
I could see that.
And I don't know. And nothing about her impressed me. I thought Vanessa Craven was better overall.
Yeah.
Like selling everything.
Yeah.
So I'm a little disappointed with this outcome. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really happy with this girl, and I'm gonna kind of be rooting against you for this tournament.
Yeah. Oh, this is another.
You liked her? Hey, sorry.
This is another thing that Michael Cole said that upset me. He says at the very end of the match, when obviously Lacey went over, Cole says, "Oh my God, this is some major upset." But yet, as Lacey was walking down to the ring in the beginning of the match, he goes, "Oh, well, Lacey is actually my dark horse to win this match." Well, then how is it an upset in your mind if you think that she's a dark horse to win, you dummy?
Oh, man. Alex was not really happy with Michael Cole.
It was just his presence there. It's just like, no, go away. Leave the women alone. Please, just leave the women alone.
He's killing it. All right, so then we had the final match of the night, which was excellent. It was tough between this and the Rhea Ripley. I probably liked the Rhea Ripley MJ match because it was a little more back and forth. But we had Maiko Satomura versus Killer Kelly.
Yep. We've seen Killer Kelly in a few other matches. She's from Portugal, by the way.
Oh my God! Did you know? Because that's all they talk about.
All her package was about just
she's Portuguese. She's Portuguese. She's Portuguese.
Yeah.
And no offense, I like that there's a Portuguese wrestler, but that shouldn't be their only gimmick.
Yeah.
Like, I can tell you, and it never works out for wrestlers where their gimmick is, I'm from this country.
Yeah.
Or I really like this place.
The only time where that sometimes does work out is if if you're a bad guy and you're from
anti-American country. Let's just say it.
Okay, the Russia guy, the terrorist character, it's so cheesy, but that's true.
It's so true.
Those are the only, I'm from this spot.
Glow had it right, I'm telling you. Yeah. They people love those to hate those characters. But they also showed that she can do some striking. But then they showed Maiko
Satomura.
Wow. She, they treated her like a legend.
Oh, yeah.
They had the package showing her first match in WCW when she was a rookie. And the whole thing was her, they called her the final boss in Japan.
Yeah.
Which, what a nickname that is. To be like the final boss character tells you that she's going to be ridiculous.
Yeah.
And she was. What a match.
This, to me, was my favorite match, actually. I loved seeing Maiko out there just really go at it.
I'll say this. When I was watching the match with her, she is lightning fast. Mm-hmm. Wow. Like, right off the bat, her arm bar, she's doing, stuff that's, so quick. Like, you almost couldn't see it. Mm-hmm. And that's fast. That's lightning. She did that throughout the match.
Yeah.
Almost everything she did was very quick. Her kicks were Tajiri level stiff.
Yeah.
They were brutal.
You could tell this lady, she's been in a lot of wrestling matches because her ring awareness is there.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
She hit Kelly with some of those. Mm-hmm. It looked really painful. Kelly looked like she was hurting it.
Yeah. The submission moves, too. I loved they went back and forth and kind of like the middle of the match with submission versus submission. And the submission holds looked really mean. I don't know if it was a combination of they're actually hurting each other and maybe that pain is coming through, but the best part was when Maiko put the crab. She transitioned from a one-legged Boston crab into an STF, and I was like, that's the first time for me that the STF has ever actually looked legit painful. It was great.
Oh yeah, her STF looked like, man, tap out now for your sake.
End it.
Like, man, I'm not gonna lie, there were times where I watched this match with Killer Kelly and I'm like, I feel really bad for you.
Yeah. Somebody said it's a miracle that Killer Kelly has lasted this long, and I was like, oh, that's not...
You're the underdog.
You're really the underdog in that.
when they're like, man, it's so good she's lasted 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow. Like, clearly she's not going to win, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, and they did do the, it'd be a real, they didn't say the words. They didn't say it would be a real feather in her cap if she were to get this win. But pretty much said that. Like, it would be
it would be a feather in her cap, and then as soon as that word comes out, that phrase comes out, you're like, oh, that means you are not going to win.
Ever. But it wasn't that. It was like, oh, it would be a real, like, boost for her, or something along those lines.
Boost for her career profile if she beats Maiko.
I'm like, oh, then that means her career profile will stay blank.
Yes. But the one of the best moves also was that cartwheel that Maiko gave. She basically just cartwheeled across the ring and then gave her a low kick to the head, and boom, like, man, her opponent went down. It was great.
And then after back and forth, I will say Killer Kelly
also got some great offense in the end.
Got some good kicks in the end. And in general, she was like you said, she was mat wrestling her really well.
Yeah.
Really took it to Maiko. But then Maiko ended it with possibly one of the meanest looking Death Valley drivers I've seen in a long time. When you watch John Cena's AA and how weak looking it is, I'm saying it is weak sauce.
That's why it takes two to finish it.
I know. A weak sauce it is. And then you see her drop that DVD.
Yeah.
It looks painful. I was like, yeah, that's it. That's the finish.
Yeah, powerful is what I wrote down. Powerful, powerful, powerful.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see Maiko Sanomura wrestle more. Wow. I want to look up her old matches. She was great.
And if you look at the tournament brackets, it looks like her next opponent is either going to be Mercedes or Ashlyn Rain.
Oh, Ashlyn Rain's probably going to win that. I love Mercedes.
Well, we'll see.
Love Mercedes.
Well, we'll see. Either of those two facing Maiko, yeah, I'm there.
Yeah.
So, in general, the tournament brackets for you people who haven't seen it look great this year. I think right off the first round, too.
Yep.
They've got some good matches. I will say this. I noticed about the bracketology as we were looking at it. Iro Shirai has a pretty easy path to the finals. Or at least the semifinals. She's in the semifinals.
She's another one where it's pretty well known that she's already been given a contract, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that she's going to make it to the finals. I would not be interested in seeing Lacey versus her in the finals. So hopefully it'll be a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, I hope so, too.
But we'll see. It's a pretty... How long does the Mae Young Classic go on for? How many weeks?
A couple, up until Evolution. So we've got
so that's probably 6 weeks. 6 weeks or 8 weeks. Yeah.
So we'll hopefully be doing more of these videos about the Mae Young Classic. We might start rolling them into our SmackDown review if we have time. But I think we do have time, so we're going to do that. But we wanted to give this bonus video to you guys this week because we really like the Mae Young Classic.
Shout out to those ladies.
Yeah,
woo,
we want to get you people to watch it, so please do so.
Yeah.
So hope you liked the video, and we're going to see you next week for Raw. Once again, like, share, and subscribe because we need it all.
Please.
Share it with everybody. And if you like more, and please comment if you want different things from us. Next week, I believe we are on our road to our... sign will be next week, so that should be exciting.
Some decor. Oh my god!
Yeah, so we're gonna have some decor. It should be great. So thank you for watching us, and remember, wrestle life.